Hey everyone, tonight I'm making dinner, and I've got some onions chopped here, and I'm browning some ground beef. I am making a taco pasta toss. I have got some water starting to boil, and once that boils I'm going to throw in some penne pasta. And right now I'm going to add onions. I guess it would be like one medium onion in this pan to kind of brown and stuff. And I'm also going to add one clove of garlic, but this is kind of like elephant garlic, like it's ginormous, so that's like one clove. So I'm going to add this onion into that pan. Yeah, so I will do that and I will be right back. Okay, so now this is kind of browned, the onions and garlic and the ground beef. I add a little bit of salt and pepper to that. The water has come to a boil, so I'm going to add my penne. I'm just going to add a whole box. My husband's a big eater, so throw that one in. Okay, now I'm going to add some spices into that meat mix or whatever. I'm going to add ground cumin, ground coriander, and chili powder. All the measurements and everything, I'm just going to actually just put the recipe for this below the video so you can check this out and make it if you like. Okay, I'm going to add all that stuff, and yeah. Okay, so I've added all the spices and it's really browned now, and so I'm ready to add some tomato paste, and I'm also going to add some chicken stock. The recipe says you can either add beer or chicken stock. I prefer to drink my beer and not put it in food, so I'm going to use chicken stock. So, and all I have is lime beer right now, and I don't think that'll be very good in this recipe. So I'm going to add those, and then I'm going to slice up, I'm going to cut up some tomato and lettuce for the topping, and I'm going to grate some cheese, and I'll be right back. So I've added the chicken stock and the tomato paste. So I'm just kind of stirring it and try to get it into kind of like a sauce, because the tomato paste is pretty thick and it kind of doesn't really stir in that well. So I'm just trying to incorporate everything. My pasta, let's see here. Yeah, it's still going to be a bit. I'm going to add a little bit more stock. I want to make it kind of saucy so it coats the pasta pretty well. I don't really like dry pasta. I don't know about you guys. Oh, there's Jackson. He's whining. What are you doing, buddy? Hey, bud. Hi, Leah. Okay. Hey, everyone. So I sliced up some tomato and cut up some lettuce here and grated cheese. The sauce is pretty much done. I let it simmer and kind of let the sauce kind of reduce a little bit. I'm just about to taste a noodle here to see if it's done. A couple of minutes. It should be good. It takes longer to cook the whole wheat one. We'll just see. Okay, well, yeah, so I guess I'm just waiting on the noodles, and then I'm gonna mix the noodles in with the sauce and kind of toss that around, and I'm gonna plate it. So stay tuned. Another tip I'd like to share, when I'm cooking, I usually like to keep like a grocery bag or a bowl or something, just to kind of throw like all the scraps in, like the onion pieces or whatever, the garbage from the cheese, or you know, whatever that was not meant to eat. I like to keep that nearby, and it just makes clean up a little easier rather than having everything everywhere, and that way I can close up the bag and throw it in the big garbage and it doesn't stink up the house. So that's just a little tip. So I've just drained the noodles. I am now just kind of mixing everything all together. put the noodles into the sauce, so I'm just kind of giving that a toss to try and get it all coated. Also, this is actually a Rachel Ray recipe that I got out of her magazine. I think the magazine's maybe from 8 months ago or something. But I've altered it a little bit. The recipe called for jalapenos. I didn't add any, mainly because my daughter's also eating it, and she doesn't really like spicy food, so I didn't put those in there. So I'm just giving this a toss, and I'm going to plate it, and then we'll be ready to eat. So this is the finished product. So the pasta's underneath, and then I put a little bit of cheese, and there's lettuce and tomato. So I guess it's kind of like a taco, and you know, it's not exactly the healthiest thing, but you know, it's not too bad. You got your veggies and cheese, and we used whole wheat pasta. We are a non-white grain house, so everything we use is brown. Like we use whole wheat, we buy whole wheat bread, whole wheat pasta, brown rice, things like that. But you can, you know, alter it to whatever you like. You could put avocado on there, salsa, anything you like really. So yeah, that's it. And this is the first time I've made it, so hopefully it's good.